Hi everyone, this is Tony Karna, the Genealogy Coordinator at the Schaumburg Township District Library in Schaumburg, Illinois. I'd like to welcome you to another one of my Tony's Quick Genealogy Tips of the Day here. And you're looking at what I'm going to try and solve for you as a problem. See that website? Got an address up here, but boy, that sure doesn't look like it's something that I can read or understand. And what is it that you're actually seeing? It's a website that's in Polish. Polish is one of my ancestral areas that I research. So when I come across something like this, it sort of leaves me where I can't figure out what the next step is. And there may be valuable information in this website for me to discover, but so far I'm stuck. So how do you get about something when you're trying to do translations from a language you don't know into English? In this case, I highly recommend you start becoming familiar with Google Translate. And Google Translate can take information from a website, the web address, it can take individual words, it can take phrases, and they're not always perfect in translations, but they're better than having you have a possible resource and nothing out of it to show for it. So here's what Google Translate looks like when you finally get to the actual application. You see a box on the left, a box on the right. You see a few languages up here, a few languages up here. But you also see what you need to always be aware of is you also have a very long list of other languages than are indicated on the top line here. It's limited to 3. But basically you can have a choice to translate from one language to English, in this case for us, trying to do the translation and try and do that. So how do you still go about using something like this? Well, let's go back to that website that's in Polish. You can take the absolute address, copy it, come back to Google Translate, paste it in the left-hand box, and what's going to happen is the web address appears here. It's in Polish. I want to translate it to English. Just click on Translate, and there you go. Something that is now much more usable for you to read and work with. So I would say Google Translate is what you want to exactly get into and see how it is to help you in your endeavors to try and make progress in your research. Let's just go back to Google Translate. I want to get rid of the phrase over here. I do want to stick to Polish, and I do want to stick to English translations here. So again, if I come across like on an individual document, not a website, but individual words, and I have matka. Matka equates to the word mother from Polish to English. So as you can see here, you can do individual words, and we'll even do a phrase. Let's go the other way around. Say you know an English phrase and you want to translate it to Polish. So you would say, how are you? And in Polish, that turns out to be jak się masz. So one of the variations here is English to Polish, Polish to English, and I'm just using that as an example. You take the language of your choice and you're going to get similar results for the words and phrases and web addresses that you enter in. So I would say Google Translate, a very big genealogical resource that you want in your genealogy toolbox to try to work through those documents and websites and all the various things that you have in your collections that can be helpful to you if you can only get them translated. So I think that's our tip for the day. Google Translate. This is an example of how you can go about using it. I'd say come back again. Hopefully I'll have another tip of the day for you anytime soon. And we look forward to having you come back and take a visit with us. So we'll see what we've got up our sleeves for another new tip for you. Thank you for joining us. Come on back.